Good morning and welcome to the Shire of northern Spain, an area of nice footpaths, little towns, and rolling hills. This area that I'm in right now is called Llanes, translation of plains, and it's at the coast of northern Spain. Over there you can see the water, and then on the other side you have the high mountains, beginning of the Picos de Europa National Park. Today I have a real mission. I'm walking through the Shire of northern Spain, essentially. So why not act like a pilgrim walking through the Shire 500 years ago in rural England? So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm walking around this little area of plains that's sandwiched between the ocean and the mountains. And I'm just gonna walk from town to town on these lovely footpaths across the whole area. So let's see what we get up to. Follow along. I'm also kind of treating today as like a test of how far I can walk, and I don't know how much I can make my body do in a day, because it'll probably be more than like 20 miles of walking today. I don't know if I've ever walked that much in one day before, so I'm gonna push myself to see what the limits of my legs are. I don't know. We'll see if we make it or not. And first, we're coming up on a little town called Paris. Not Paris, P-A-R-R-E-S. But I don't know. I think there's one restaurant and maybe a little public water fountain. Might be about it. Lovely backdrop, anyways. As a pilgrim would do, I have a map, not online, a downloaded map. I'm trying not to use my phone or the internet today during this walk, which will likely be impossible, but you know, trying to emulate the full experience here. We'll see how it goes. Another catch is that I have around like half a liter of water, tiny little bottle, so I'm gonna have to find these little public fountains to fill up my water in. The map luckily has little icons, little water droplet icons where those are, and I think they're enough that I can survive just going spot to spot, filling up my little bottle. But I don't know. Again, we'll see. Yesterday I did a similar, smaller hike, but directly towards the mountains, and it was cloudy the whole day, and it actually rained. It was the first time I'd gotten rained on in, I think, more than a month. I think today is also the month anniversary, whatever, of starting this little voyage. So, I've been in Spain for a month. Let's go. This area is also full of these small little cattle farms. Walked past like 500 yesterday, and there are more today. This footpath has turned into quite a wide road now. I think we're right next to a quarry, so they probably drive big old bulldozers up through here. Oh yeah, big old quarry. I could see it. Yesterday I climbed up, not to the top, but one of those smaller kind of ridges, and I could see it from the place that I finished the hike at. And all this right here is limestone, so it's definitely a limestone quarry full of, well, yeah, limestone. Come across another road on the journey, about 3.5 miles in now. Feeling great. We'll see how it goes though. You wonder what those pilgrims did way back in the day before they had phones or any technology or anything, but like when you're on this kind of walk, you're not getting bored. You got so much stuff to look at. So much stuff. they were not lacking in things to pay attention to. I might say, honestly, Asturias might be my favorite region in Spain so far. I always knew I liked Andalusia and all its crazy mountains and beaches and history, but I don't know, this is a whole different type of place. Different looking mountains. They're all limestone karst, and then of course it's green and rainy here, which is also awesome. It's so much nicer weather. It's like 70 outside right now. I love the green. It honestly reminds me a lot of the place I live in the States. It's kind of focused around like being outside. Like here in Asturias, everybody's like biking, walking, running all the time. You have all these little footpaths through middle of nowhere. All the towns have restaurants that most of the seating is outside. Everybody's always outside because you can be outside. Because you want to be outside. Because it's so pretty and the weather's so nice. I don't know. Where I live in the States isn't quite like this, but I see similarities. And on the side of the road you have these wildflowers all over. Well, not these particular ones, but just beautiful ones everywhere. Another wildflower on the side of the road called Balfour's Touch-Me-Not, also known as the poor man's orchid, which, yeah, I can see that. And apparently the little fruits that you see on the side explode if you touch them as a way of, okay, well, never mind. I don't know. Maybe they're not in the right season right now. But the little kind of fruit balls explode as a way of scattering the seeds. Interesting. It's a symphony of cowbells out here. Got some coming from over there, over there, over there. I hope the camera has good enough microphones to pick up that directional audio, but that's funny. There. Making a lot of noise. What do you think about this? Horns down. He doesn't care. I'm coming up on a town called Porua, and I'm being followed by a pack of cows. I don't know. I hope this is... Oh God, I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. They're coming fast. All right. After the cows passed, the herder came sprinting after them. I think they just got out. I don't think they're supposed to be walking down this road. And he had his dog following him. Oh yeah, there we go. Porua. Nice. Lovely little town. Lovely little park down here too. Middle of Porua. Okay, flip. Well, bad news. First tap is run dry. Unfortunate. I'm not thirsty yet though, but it would be nice to fill my bottle. On to the next town. Almost. thankful I'm not a pilgrim 500 years ago, because on a path like this, in a little valley, I don't know, I might have to watch out for bandits coming down the side of the valley, trying to take all my belongings. But now, I don't think that's gonna happen. Instead, I just get to enjoy the lovely little footpath. Found my way to the spring of Vallina, and it looks like it is also run dry. No, there's water in there, but I don't know where the tap is. I don't know. Okay, no, that's not a tap either. This spring was also used as a place to wash clothing from natural water coming from the mountains and the peaks nearby. People would probably bring their dirty laundry here and wash it in these sloped channels that ran their clothes clean with mountain water. But now it's all dried, unfortunately. Nice little steep portion right here. Goodness. This area is covered in ferns. And, well, ferns are a very unique kind of plant. They're one of the few that is both male and female in one individual organism. And yes, plants are often male or female per plant, but these are both. And on the bottom on the bottom portion of their leaves, well, there aren't any right here, they often produce these little kind of brown circular discs, and those discs are often burst and are carried by either wind or water to other places to fertilize and create another fern plant. But often their reproduction requires water to carry different male and female sperm to the other organisms, so they often require a lot of rainfall, which Asturias has, especially this part of the northern coast. And goodness, this hillside is just covered in them. It's crazy. Yeah, it's just like Lord of the Rings. Wow. Minus the cowbells, I guess. Six miles in, still feeling great. It is almost lunchtime, so next town I see I'll stop. Get a bite to eat, fill up my water bottle, and we keep moving. Oh, there's a fly on the camera. Most of these roads, I assume, are just used for moving cattle between fields, because, well, first of all, there's a bunch of cow patties everywhere on the ground, and you have this that looks just like, well, you can see that hoof print. And now the landscape's changed too. We have these dry shrubs on the sides, drier soils. These are spiky as hell. If you touch one of them, it kind of hurts. Very stiff needles. This drier area is probably because I'm towards the top of this little peak or ridge. And obviously water has to be taken downwards by gravity, so it drains along the slopes of hills. It doesn't go up, so generally the tops of mountains, the tops of hills have drier soils because that water's already gone down. There's, again, no fence between me and these guys. I don't think they mind, though. A little horse is chilling. Munching. Lovely little gate. Right at the foot of the mountain. About 8 miles in now, and not gonna lie, I'm feeling it in the legs a little bit. I mean, I haven't stopped walking at all since I started. We're almost to a little town that has a restaurant, and I'm gonna have some lunch there. Take a rest before continuing on my journey through the Shire. Look at this little path. This looks like some kind of corn being grown here. Oh yeah, you can see the little husks. They're like pink on the end. Interesting. It's kind of cool. I feel like I should get one of those hats that has like the like shade behind it that hangs around your neck. I think I'm getting burnt a little bit out here. That would look kind of funny though. I don't know if I want that. Look at all these morning glories on the side here. This color is so stark. It's pretty cool. You don't see a lot of them over here. You see some and they're scattered pretty well, but it's always nice to see them. Little cave off the side of the path. Big enough for a little animal. Not sure what. It's obviously been crawled through or walked through. Whew. I need some water. Struck out twice with those two places I thought would have available water, but almost to the next. We've reached the outskirts of a small town called Balmori, where I will be getting lunch and water. Almost, 9 miles in, feeling good. I see it here. Got food, got water, rejuvenated and ready to move on with this mini Camino. Oh my gosh, they have a what's it called? They had those like automated lawnmowers in Norway when I was there a few months ago with my family. Oh my god, I can't remember the name, but they're so funny. People like to like dress them up and put like hats on them and stuff. I don't know, kind of funny. I've now merged onto this path through the woods that is apparently a European long-distance footpath. I don't know. My map says that it runs 45 miles through Asturias. I can only imagine the history that this long-distance footpath holds. The people that have been traveling through Asturias for the past, 2 millennium. The things they've brought along this path, the stories they've had, the events they've experienced on this path. It's cool to think about. people who've gone before you and done this with their own motives and their own stories to tell. That sand over there past the field with donkeys is actually an inland beach. There's a little inlet that is part of the ocean. So we've made it all the way back to the coast now. It's really cool. You see all the boats on it too. Another moment of truth. Wow. Yes. 1 for 3 on these. I just saw a sign that said I've merged with the Camino of Santiago, which is a trail that runs from all along the north coast of Spain to Santiago de Compostela, which is supposedly where the remains of, I think, St. Peter are buried. Cool history. Whoa. Now that I'm along the beach, it's a lot busier. I was like the only person, I was the only person walking on any of the paths on the other side of the area of the Shire. But now it's busy as hell right next to the beach. That's pretty neat. This route had me go walk all along the beach over there. Didn't realize I was going to be walking on sand. Now my shoes have a bunch of sand in them, but around 12 miles in now. I'm going to try this spring well, whatever water that was. The public tap. Tastes perfect. I'm sure it's fine to drink. God, this place is cool. I always love when there are mountains and beaches this close to each other. Wish I knew what that was, but I don't. I had no idea there was going to be a beach this pretty right here. This is crazy. Wow. This is exactly when it would be perfect to have a drone to do photography here. I mean, the seamounts, that watercolor, the shape of this beach is really cool too. And you have these flowers for foregrounds. All different colors, whatever color you want. This place is crazy. I mean, come on. God, I want my cameras back. Whoa. Speaking of cameras, I think this thing has like maybe 15% left. So I have to switch to my phone camera in a bit. Oh boy. I think there's probably like a battery extender that I could buy for this, but it's also old. I should probably get a new one anyways. Gotta buy so many cameras. Just like that, we're back in the countryside. Looking like the Shire again. Even though the beach is probably like 500 meters that way. 14 miles in, getting a little tired now, but very close to being back, I think. Wow. I'm almost at 15 miles and definitely feeling it in the legs. A little worn out. But I'm happy. I'm not at that spot where like, oh, I just want to get back. I'm not looking around at everything and I'm just like, oh, I hate this. I want to get back to the hostel. I'm still in a space of enjoyment. And it's good because the very end of this walk is all along the coast where, as you've seen, it's beautiful. So, damn. Interesting little interchange here. Made it to the tallest cliff in the area. I mean, and back over here is the town that I'm staying in. Made it. Almost. Anti-large person infrastructure. Wow. Final stretch. Almost 16 in.